Well, I hope you guys are having a great holiday season. I have so much footage for you, as including a bunch of great vintage items that I found sourcing over the last couple weeks. It's been pretty busy. I've hit up at least one estate sale, maybe 2 estate sales. I can't even remember. A bunch of thrift stores, and I even bought a bunch of stuff from one of the dealers at Lander Street Vintage, where my antique booth is. I'm sitting in front of Lander Street having a mocha, sugar-free, and an everything bagel. And it's Friday. I'm heading up to see my daughter for the weekend. I'm so excited. And my goal was to be here at 11 right when they opened, but it was so slow going this morning. I have a ton of clothes I need to get into the booth, and I brought a pile of ornaments. I have a dresser with a marble top I want to put in there. So Doug, who works here, helped me bring this in. It's got this beautiful marble top. It's a little wet from being outside, but look how pretty that is. Look at the handles. So pretty. I paid, I think, $125 for it, and I'm gonna put maybe $290 on it. So now it's time to price this pile of clothing. There's some really good things in here, though. I'm excited to get them up on the rack, which I just cleared some short sleeve Hawaiian shirts off of. Look at this beautiful Nordic sweater. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Look at the detail on that. And I am not familiar with that brand, but this is so pretty. Look at this beautiful slip dress. So gorgeous. And then I got this fuzzy little bolero jacket. And look at this. Isn't that a beautiful cardigan? Look at the beading on that. So pretty with these pearl buttons, made in Okinawa. Probably from the 50s, I would say, maybe the 60s. This one, which is suede and it's all embroidered. And this very 80s, 90s Y2K sweater. These are very much in style right now. So that's it for the clothes. Now on to the ornaments. casino. I met my daughter for dinner, and look how gorgeous these lights are. I just had to like drive through here and show you they're spectacular. So you know the got junk people? Well, there's one by my daughter's house and they had a side, and so I made a detour and headed there. I got a beautiful like ceramic Notre Dame display piece, and most importantly, I got the most beautiful dresser and side tables, very mid-century modern, almost really an Art Deco look to them, for free. I could not allow this dresser and these side tables to go to the landfill because they are so gorgeous. Thrift store. Is it not adorable? It's so quaint and so charming. I thought this kitschy ceramic hamburger was such a kick. I just had to videotape it. And then I found this pile of 1970s lithographs of these women by, is it Christian? Is that who the artist is? I'm not totally positive, but for $2 a piece, I absolutely had to snatch them up because they are stunning and so beautifully done. Obviously, they're not framed, and I don't even know what I'm going to do with them, but I had to buy them. Now I'm heading back to my daughter's. Kind of feel a little guilty because I feel like I've been gone a long while, but I'm so happy I went because I found so many great stuff. I saved some furniture from the landfill, and I'm actually thinking I'll stop tomorrow and drop off the dresser at my booth at Epic Antiques because there's space there, and so I could actually fit it in there and then use the top for displaying stuff, and then that way it doesn't have to live in my van. Snowflake Lane in downtown Bellevue happens every evening at 7 o'clock. The magic is so wonderful. Every night they make it snow, and they have this wonderful parade with lots of music and dancers and nutcrackers on stilts, and it is just a festive time. Whether you're 5 or 57 like myself, you are bound to be absolutely enchanted. I'm heading back from seeing my daughter. I had a good time. I had like one day off because now I am back at it. Although I did stop to have lunch with my friend in Bellevue. We had dim sum. It was delicious. Now I am in Seattle and I'm totally conflicted. I got that free dresser, which is absolutely gorgeous, for free. Ooh, what's going on with my eyeliner? And I had plans to go back to my Epic antique booth, which is very boho, to put that dresser in there because I feel like it really goes with that vibe. Kind of has a campaign look to it. You know what a campaign dresser is. But I literally just got a phone call from Lander Street Vintage, which is my Americana booth, and I sold a desk. Granted, that desk I had marked down to $100. It was absolutely beautiful. I redid it. I had painted it green and put all this like butterflies and bugs, and anyways, I put a lot of love into it. It was definitely a heavy desk, but it wasn't very big, and I had it forever and it just didn't sell, so I just marked it down to $100. Well, it sold today, and I could only imagine what the booth looks like. And so I'm conflicted because I could totally take the dresser there, but does it really match the vibe? And here's the other thing. I've been binge watching Amanda's Mercantile for a day now because I love her videos so much. I wish she made a video every week. And I love her booth style. I've really analyzed it, and I decided the reason I like it is because she is very disciplined on her colorway, so everything is extremely muted, extremely monochromatic. And it's funny because I had a booth way back in the day, and I also had a very muted, very neutral, almost like a dark, moody theme to my booth. And I love that she mixes like some more modern pieces with more antique pieces. And I think that's kind of why I was thinking I would take that dresser to Lander, but now thinking about it, nothing else in that space would go with that dresser. In order to like pull off that more muted, more clean look, I would literally have to, like, you know, take a lot of stuff out and add different items in. But it's something to aspire to because I really do love that look. All this is on top of the fact that I have to be in Tacoma before 5 to pick up 2 blue velvet chairs. So I have to rush in here. I think I'm going to stick to my original plan and take that dresser to Epic. But meanwhile, I need to straighten up this booth. That's the bare space. Okay, let's do this. I think I'm just going to move this there. Oh my gosh, that was a whirlwind of work. But luckily, there's always someone there to help me load and unload stuff. So, I mean, I never have to load stuff, but unload. And so I'm so thankful for that. And I just love Tom, the owner. He's offered to actually like merchandise, although that's my favorite part. But I'm glad I made the decision to take the dresser to Epic because it looks so good there. And I really do need to focus on buying more really top-notch inventory for Epic because I think it definitely has a ton of potential. But with the dresser there, it just elevated the whole space. It looks so good. So I'm super happy. So in case you don't know, my name is Abigail and I own a vintage and antique booth in Poulsbo, Washington. I have 2 antique booths in Seattle, Washington, and I sell on almost all the major platforms. I also post every single day on Instagram, so if you're not following me there, you should, because I have daily content. I do have a coupon code. It is LOVEITBUYIT, and it will give you 15% off of both my eBay store and my Etsy store. And I'll try to remember to refresh my Etsy shop so it includes the new goods. So anyways, without further ado, let's get into the haul. All right, well, let's just start with what's on top of the bin. So the first thing is this gorgeous little Florentine religious display piece. It is so, I think that's St. Francis of Assisi. So see him with the little pigeons, and it's got a little saying. Is it, oh, it's in English. So Florentine comes from Florence in Italy, and this is hundreds of years old. The way they make these has pretty much never changed, although the new Florentine really feels like plastic to me, but usually it is wood, and then it always has a ton of gold and a lot of color. They are beautiful pieces. These are in keeping with the Christmas spirit. Look at this little tiny framed painting. It is a painting. It is so cute. It's very Christmassy with that little church. And then this one, it's a little cabin in the woods. I have done really well with tiny little prints like this or paintings like this. These will go online. I'll probably just put maybe like $18 on that one, and this one, because it's framed, I probably put maybe $28 or $29 on it, and I probably have maybe a couple bucks into those. At my local honey hole of a thrift store, I found this cool Christmas purse. Isn't that adorable? It is so cute. I found this very pretty little Christmas angel. This actually came with its box. It's a Hallmark keepsake ornament. And I always love like the porcelain and the gold. I think it makes for a very elevated look. I got 2 of these lamps. Look at that. I have a fluted shade that it goes with. I'll try to insert a picture up above so you can see. I absolutely love this. I got 3 of these gorgeous Thomas Kincaid painted ornaments, and they even have a little thing like right at the top. What is that? It's a little sleigh. Can you see that? These are so beautiful, and I think I only paid $1 for these. I also got a pile of these. They're like little fishes, little fish, but they are ornaments. Aren't these cool? These would be so neat for like somebody that's got a tree in Florida, somebody that lives in a tropical place. I don't know, I may just list these online because they are really interesting, and they're all really colorful like this. Look at that, so cool. There's just a ton of them. I know I'm squinting because I can't see anything without my glasses. Got this little Mexican hand-painted Tonawa bird, which is a good reminder that I'm gonna be out of this cold and into the sunshine as I head to Mexico in January. I cannot wait. It's absolutely beautiful Department 56 Santa teapot. Is he not gorgeous? And I only paid $4 for him. I don't know yet if I'm gonna list him online or if he's gonna come with me to the store, but I thought he was so cool, I had to bring him home. Got a pair of these green mid-century goblets. I remember drinking out of goblets just like this when I was a kid in the 70s. They're super heavy, so well made. And I think these will probably go to the store. That's where we sell the most barware. And I'll probably put maybe like $25 for the set. Here's another stunning porcelain Christmas piece. Is he not absolutely gorgeous? Just so simple, so beautiful. Santa and his little deer, his little reindeer, and a Christmas tree. And this one is a music box. So cute. I thought this one was a little funky. This vase, this lady vase, and this is by somebody named Susan Paley by Gantz. And I did find these online. They don't go for that much, but I just thought she was so quirky. I just had to pick her up. So on my way out of Lander Street Vintage, I stopped at the Treasure Queen's booth. She's been a longtime seller both there and Epic Antiques, and I have bought multiple items from her, mainly because her prices come very near to garage sale prices, and she always carries the coolest stuff. So shout out to Sandy from the Treasure Queenery, because I love her stuff. So I picked up a set of these framed prints. I absolutely love them. They are black and white, framed very simply, but I could just see these like in an English styled house. Look at that. They're quirky, they're interesting, they are so cool. I absolutely love these. I think on average I paid $15 a piece for these, and I bought all four. I'm excited about these because I'm keeping them, and they are these sheep. Are they not the coolest? I absolutely love them. They look very Italian. They are definitely vintage. It feels like they're made out of resin, which is a hard plastic, and I don't know, maybe from like the 40s. And they definitely look Italian, but I'm not sure if they are. But anyways, I'm keeping these. These are going into my Christmas display, and I'm so excited that I finally got to unwrap them. I'm also keeping this little guy. Oh my gosh, is that just not the cutest thing you've ever seen? A little reindeer in green velvet overalls and a little red button-up shirt. I found the coolest little English canister jar. It's so cute, and it isn't old, but it is comping pretty well. It's by Fortnum and Mason, which is an English company, and it was made for potted blue Stilton, which is a cheese. I love it because it reminds me of the very, very old apothecary little, apothecary pots, but they're the little ceramic pots with the lids, and they have advertising on them. Uh-oh. Ah, son of a nutcracker, but it didn't break. Remember the last video, I picked up a Scotty stuffed animal, and I said how adorable and Christmassy he was. Well, Sandy had a Scotty as well, but this one is a cookie jar by the company Metlocks. I think it's Metlocks. Anyways, he is so cute. I think I paid about $15 for him. His head swivels around. Look how adorable he is. And he is very breakable, but regardless, I'm going to put him online, and I'll probably charge $65 and a bunch for shipping, because he's going to need a really big box and a lot of packing. Here's something else I couldn't leave behind. Look how beautiful this old Victorian. Is it the real thing? I do not know, because the backing has cardboard. I may take this out and to check it, but this beautiful Victorian lithograph of these two little girls on Christmas morning opening up their stockings. It is so cute. The frame is definitely old. It's not in perfect condition, but you wouldn't be either if you were like 120 years old. Last but not least is this beautiful mid-century modern print in this really heavy old frame, but she is absolutely stunning. I picked her up at an estate sale, and the owner happened to be there, and she said that this belonged to her mom, and she must have been in her like mid-60s or so. So I want to wish you all a very Merry Christmas. You cannot even believe how much your kind comments and your supportive words have meant to me over this last, it's going to be 2 years since I started my YouTube channel, and it is not very big, but honestly, you know, it may be small, but it is mighty because of you guys. And you just, you know, it touches my heart when I read everything that you guys write and how much you love the channel, and that's the only reason I continue to do this. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. I wish you all the most wonderful, blessed holiday, and that your life be filled with abundant joy, and that, of course, the thrifting gods may be with you wherever you go and whatever you find.